Now, I think this is actually the first time Ninja Kiwi kind of did something like this to a boss. If you go into the kind of elite rules, you'll see that you have a lot of extra starting cash. It's on easy standard, which is a bit strange, as usually for elite, it's like medium mode. You have, the standard starting cash. But if you go look at the rules, you can see the boss health has been increased by 3 times, as well as, ceramic health has been increased by 200%. Mob health has been also been increased by 200%. No, these two do not stack, so Bloonarius will not have 5 times HP. I don't even think that's possible, to be honest. But it's pretty interesting week. Boss health's been reduced by very slightly. It's only down to like 90% speed, but I mean 3 times boss HP is pretty interesting. I do know it is possible to beat Bloonarius solo with 2x 2x health modifiers, but 3x is pretty nuts if I do say so myself. Anyways, get our standard defense down. Now, I mean, even though this is on easy mode, you do have easy prices. I still don't think it's going to be pretty easy to still do. As I mean, the defense you're going to be able to afford is going to be a lot. You're going to need so much more than what you usually do. Now, thankfully, having easy prices means you can snowball really hard for early game in terms of farming. It's absolutely crazy. Honestly, I feel like with just like moderate farming, you could probably afford an MAD by like round 40, honestly. Just because of how much money you'll have, extra starting cash, being able to start with Ben on round 1, combined with the fact that you have easy prices, means you can pretty snowball pretty heavily in the early game. Now, I am kind of curious to see I kind of want to know like who does like the boss, modifiers from week, because whoever does that has been doing some like pretty interesting stuff, just like kind of week from week. I do wonder if it's just like maybe they hired a new person, or maybe they have a new person that is, I don't know, just does the boss events now. But whoever did it, shout out to them, because they do some pretty interesting weeks. This is probably one of like the worst like beginner maps I could have chose to have a week like this, just because there's not really a whole lot of farming space. The way this map is laid out is like pretty awkward. It's not really like good for farming. Thankfully, there is a central water spot here, so you can place farms here to get the favorite trade discount. But I mean, aside from that, there's just not really a whole lot of space. You can get like a decent amount of BRFs, but it's not like really a whole ton. Also, line of sight blockage is definitely going to be a problem, especially if you're going for like snipers and whatnot. Dartlings also know the tower that relies on line of sight. Thankfully, you do have this thing up here, this water tower, so you are able to use that. But that's really about it. Now, having Bloonarius' health be increased by 3 times really does kind of shake up the strategy that you actually want to do for Bloonarius, since the normal order doesn't really work too much anymore. I don't really think Sticky Bomb is enough to actually be able to beat tier 1, number 1. Tier 2, MAD might be enough, but I feel like it might need some ports or like Homeland Overclock. I still think you can go for a Paragon for tier 3, although it had to be like a really strong Boomerang or some of the Paragon. I don't think Dart is strong enough. And for tier 4 and 5, it's really just Paragon spam. That's like really the only way I can see you beating it. Now, the good thing about this map and easy mode price is that you can save up kind of a lot of money with just not even like buying into defense. At the moment, I'm just kind of chilling with like a 0-0 Dart Monkey, and I'm able to slow up to around 12 and still have like 4 2-0-0s. And I'm not even like at risk of like, losing too much more. I probably should get defense now, but I'm probably going to get increased production first just because I can just save up this amount of money. So I think next I'm going to get base engineer down just because to turn that into trap later on. And I think I'll get base engie. I think here is fine. I'm not really sure where else I'd want to put it. Also, I suppose putting a farm here may not have been the best of ideas just because I do want to I want to get my Monkeyopolis like here. But I think it's fine if I turn this one into, if I sacrifice this into the Opolis. I don't think that's going to lose me too much money. I think I'll go for like one more farm before I start saving up for Opolis. It kind of does throw off the farming order since, since you have this like such more money. I'm not even sure like what I'd even want to go for farming order. I think I'll go for one more, then I'll save up for like Trap, and then I'll go for Opolis. I don't know if it's worth going for Opolis now without Trap. And after we get Trap, I'm gonna have to sell the free Dart Monkey, so probably should have put the Dart Monkey in a better spot, but I think there where I put it was fine. They're gonna be getting trapped pretty early. I'm not even sure if it's like efficient to go for it at this point, as there's not really a whole lot of RBE for these early rounds. I'm thinking maybe either round 30 or round 25 is when I want to get an Opolis, I'm guessing. So let me turn off auto start. Let's see how much money I have after selling everything. All right, Opolis has been acquired, and now we just go for kind of standard farming at this point. So we can get my farm back here. I'm trying to get as many farms under the Opolis. So it's probably not even the best spot that I put Opolis here, since we're not going to really have a whole lot of space for more farms to fit around it, but I guess it's fine. Let's just get a farm right here so that way I don't have to collect bananas anymore. And I think we just kind of marketplace spam up until tier 1. I don't really know if it's worth going for central markets. I don't really know if like we can even save them much money or if they'll pay themselves back in time. Also, I'm just gonna get base ninja down for camos here. All right, we have 25k even without selling. That's like pretty nuts if you ask me. All right, sold that, 65. I feel like we're pretty close, honestly. Matt is like 51, 4,000. Let's see here. If I get it up here, I can't afford it with 5k to spare. Look at that, nice. Okay, so I was standing correctly. We can't afford Mad now for defense. I don't really think bomb is the best option here because, as I learned from tier 1, I didn't really read the patch notes for this one, but frag bombs can't pop black balloons anymore, so that's kind of a bust there. Let's see, with 5k, what would be good for ceramic cleanup? I could go for kind of like maybe alpha buffed boomerangs, but I don't really know if I can afford too many of that. So let's see here. I can't even afford alpha, but I mean, we're gonna be playing the round anyway, so we're gonna gain money. Yeah, look at that, 150,000. Not like too bad, but I mean, I feel like Elite Defender and Sticky Bomb can maybe do it, but I don't really know if just like Sticky Bomb alone could. Alright, so we have that. I could use the Gorgon Storm ability. That could help out just a little bit. Yeah. We're kind of leaking lives, so let me just get a little bit more of these guys. Alright, we don't have Gorgon Storm for that one, so let's see if just 2 more glaives and Alchemist is enough. Yeah, it seems like it. Although I feel like it was just kind of just barely. Let me get Jungle Drums just in case. Alright, Jungle Drums now. Let's move this up just a little bit. I'll use that ability just to break this down a little bit faster. I'll get tier 4 just because tier 3 can only buff one at a time. That's really all I can afford. I feel like 2 Alch buff should be able to break down cerams easy. And then let me get to this just up ahead of time. I don't really know if this will be able to hit Dartling, so I don't think we'll be able to get the extra stuff back from that, but I think that's fine. Alright, so that was pretty easy. Tier 1 only took 4 rounds, just getting MAD. And then once this round ends, I will sell everything for actual defense. Okay, so let's get that. Oh, it does get in range. That's nice. That's nice. Sell you, sell you, sell you. And then let's go for, I think, just the sand defense. We're just going to go in for a D-breath. It's always a good option. Even with increased HP, I think it's fine. Actually, I don't really want to hear because I want my my BC here under the Opolis. Let's get that immediately, and we can just immediately afford like 2 BRFs and an overclock. I'm definitely not used to having all this money here. Now, I feel like if you played it just a little bit better and farmed hard than I did, you could probably afford Banana Central like as soon as you pop Lunarius, which is kind of crazy to think about. Actually, I think I'll get like an even another one just because we're kind of close. We're just earning so much money. And I'll stop there to go for central markets. So I feel like we're getting kind of a lot for next year. Maybe just like another MAD could work. Now think about it, just like give that some buffs. I think this will be the last one I go for, and then I'll just kind of save up money from now. I still don't really know what I want to get. I'm still thinking just, you know, buffed MAD. Think that'll work. I don't think we have enough money to be able to afford Dart Paragon, which is what I would go for if I had enough money to. I mean, I guess I said that about tier 1 not being able to afford map, but who knows? I might just barely be there, but I doubt it. Because even though the price is kind of reduced, I still have to factor in all the tier 5s. And I'm not really too worried about tier 5, even though that'll have 3 times health. It's because really just like, you know, I feel like Ace Paragon can take care of that easily. Ace Paragon is OP, so they wouldn't surprise me if it can. We are pretty close to Dark Paragon, but still just kind of ways off. Actually, it's 127. I forget this is easy mode prices. So if I put this here, can I afford everything? Ooh, that is close. If I sell this and that, I think this can solo like the insides too, so this should be fine. Let me just get some cross-pathing, so tiers. But I feel like degree 30 Dark Paragon should be able to solo this pretty easy. And I'll get it, like, I think here is fine. Yeah, I think here is fine. So hopefully this doesn't disappoint and end up, also this 22. Not really what I wanted, but it's fine. This should be able to take care of this easily, and this should be a pretty easy tier 2. BFB inside should be no worry. Yeah. So far this week has been pretty easy, nothing really too difficult. I definitely expect this to be a little bit harder. But I mean, it doesn't really surprise me with easy mode prices, just because I feel like early game is definitely probably gonna be the hard part here, but I mean, even then, you know, it's not really anything too bad. All right, perfect. Okay, first things first, let's get Ultra Boost, and then for the rest of the rounds, what do I even want to do? I could maybe try to get pops on the Ace, see if I can maybe get Ace Paragon. No, I don't really want to know. I think maybe going for like Monkeynomics, try to stall rounds for that ability, because I think it can get like what 30k per round, since you can use the ability what 3 times per round. So that'd be pretty good if I can get that up pretty early, but I'm not sure what I want to do. I don't know. Hey, maybe try to get pops on Boomer, because I do want to get Boomerang. I think the Paragons I want to go for tier 5. It's probably going to be Boomer, Ace, Ninja. I don't know, something else. If I can even afford that, but I feel like we can. I don't really think boats can be worth it, just because we don't have boat farming, so we're not going to be a very high degree with boats. And boats can be all the way back here anyway, so the main attack's not going to be too good. What if I try to Ultra Boost all the other BRFs, just to kind of squeeze out as much money as I can? So what I could do is I could untech bot this, because the Ultra Boost and the regular overclock ability, they're basically the same thing, just that Ultra Boost applies permanent buff. So I just kind of overclock all the BRFs to get those to 10 stacks. And then once I do, I just keep going down the line and get all the BRFs up to 10 stacks. And it's not like I'd be losing anything doing that. So I think that's what I'll end up doing, just to squeeze out just a little bit more cash. Surprisingly, we only have like 800k, but I think 800k is enough. Let me just sell you, because you're in the way. And I do want to get some tiers on the Boomerang, so we can get a pretty high degree. I'm going to sacrifice all the money kind of left over. I think that's fine. I'm not really sure if I want to keep Boomerang around, though. I guess I should, because I can't really sell it to reinvest in more farms, so I guess it just makes sense to keep it around. So I guess I should try to get as high as a degree as possible. It's not like Boomerang's going to be doing the majority of the damage anyway, so it's fine. It's going to be Ace late game. Okay, I think that's everything. I guess I'll get Boomerang here. I guess it doesn't really matter due to the seeking. Let's just invest everything. What degree? 50. I guess 50 is not too bad. I'll roll with that. 50 should be enough. 6 million. Yeah, 6 million, so that's fine. Yeah, it's easy. Look at that. And cleanup should be no problem. Boomerang has this. Alright, so it's pretty easy tier 3. It's been pretty easy so far. 3x health isn't really as kind of as bad as people are making it out to be. Actually, let me start working on pops for the Ace. So let me actually get a big plane just right here to steal some pops from Boomerang. It's not going to be doing a whole lot of damage, but it's fine. I think it's about to get out of range of the Boomerang, which is fine. I don't really mind waiting. It's not like I'm limited by time anyways. Alright, tier 3 pretty easy. Now let's kind of keep it around. Yeah, it's going to be stealing pops from all the other guys, but I guess it's fine. For the next tier, I'm thinking maybe... next tier is tier 4, so maybe just Dart and Boomer can do this. Because I do want to hold off on Ace as long as I can. So this guy's got all 10 stacks, so let me untech bot you, and then just go on to the next one. Alright, 1.5 million, quite a lot of money. So I guess it's here just Dart. We are going to be selling Dart because we do have a Paragon limit of 4, and Dart I don't really feel like is too amazing. I am hoping that Dart and Boomerang can do this, but I feel like Dart, I don't know, maybe help. I mean, there is a fair amount of walls here, so it should be, I guess, okay. Alright, let's see. How much can I invest? That's fine. Degree 64, that's pretty good. I think we got this. It's only 24 billion, that's ridiculous. But the damage is looking like it's going to be there. So yeah, this can work. Albeit it's going to be a bit slow. I'm really just kind of worried about the timeline at this point, is that, you know, are we going to be able to beat Blueberries before the 20 rounds is up? Especially dudes can kind of line of sight block, which is going to be my mainish worry. Especially since when it gets behind this building, Boomerang's going to stop attacking, and Boomerang's going to be doing the majority of the DPS here, but I mean, Dart's not doing too bad. It has 5 million pops already, almost catching up to the Boomerang, but you know, Dart doesn't have anything on Boomer. And I guess that's more prompts for these guys too. We're not going to get the 16.2 that's required for max degree, but I don't really think we need that anyways. Actually, can we pop Lunarius before it actually gets out of range of Boomerang? Because once it gets out of range of Boomerang, our DPS is going to like fall off a cliff here. So that's kind of the worry here. And I don't really want to sell it and remake it because that loses me money and I don't have time for that. So if this doesn't end up working, I'm going to have to add another Paragon into the mix. I guess that could maybe just be Engineer, base NG. Be the first time forever I actually use base NG. Or I could just like say screw it and go all in now. I don't really know if I want to do that. There's only 4 million left. Okay. I think Boomerang has officially stopped attacking, yes. But let's see if we can just eke out the last million now. We're down to the last skull. We have like 3 million left. We only have like 10 rounds left. So I don't really think we can, maybe. Maybe the residual damage from the Juggernaut balls can get us there. We only have like 1 million left. Come on, we're so close. Alright, perfect. It was a bit scary there because not even due to the damage, it's just Lunarius moving out the way. So maybe if, when I get like Ninja down, maybe I'll get Ninja like right here. Anyways, let me sell this guy. Yeah, I'll sell him. I don't really feel like he's too useful. Maybe I can get Wizard, but Wizard's also kind of bad. Yeah, I do kind of wish I had more options in terms of Paragons now, just because like the main ones that I use, you know, are like really good, but the other ones are just kind of straight up bad. Like, you know, I feel like Magus, Wizard, and Engineer Paragon definitely does need some buffs. It's not really all that good. Actually, it's not like good in the context of like casual boss events. Like, you know, for speedrunning bosses, it does have its uses, but outside of that, it's just not a good Paragon. Alrighty, so since it's tier 5, we can sell everything, including Benjamin. Don't really need Benji Boy around anymore. It was going to be selling Ultra Boost as well, sell this, which made 345k, that's pretty good. 1.6 million on that guy. Energizer, I guess I could sell, since I won't really be using any tier 5, so it's going to be straight Paragons. Okay, so first things first, I want to invest the most money I can into Ace, so I will be getting Ace first, and then I'll go get Ninja. I think I'll put Ninja like around here, so that way we have some damage even outside of the range of Boomerang. Well, this is certainly fun to look at. Anyways, I'll get, I guess Ace right here. I guess it doesn't really matter where. I don't really want to invest all that much money because I do kind of want some for ninjas. So I'll invest like 800k, 1.5, 1.4. I think that's fine. Degree 62, that's pretty good. And I have 1 million to spare for Ninja. Not really a whole lot, but hopefully that doesn't end up mattering. Now I think about it, probably should have kept their own Dart Monkey just to fill out the, I guess, the Paragon list, but I guess it's fine. I think that's enough sticky bombs. I'll upgrade, I guess this one into, whatchamacallit, to Ascended Shadow, and then I'll invest the maximum money I can. And I didn't see what degree it was. What are you? 42. This is not too bad. I guess I'll roll with it, and let's see if this works. If not, then I'll kind of have to, I guess, restart. 120 million. That is ridiculous. But I think this should work. Damage is looking a tad bit slow, but I believe in the power of Ace. And Carpet Bombs. Alright, let's get this on Wing Monkey, and let's keep in mind that Ninja still isn't attacking. And Ninja, I do believe, does more DPS than Boomerang does, so I'm not too worried about it. But I definitely do have to continuously micro the Carpet Bomb, so let's get it here. And I think we can do this. It's really just beating this within 20 rounds is the main draw here. Alright, we're halfway there. And I'll just use another one now. Carpet Bomb. Ace Paragon coming in clutch with 52 million. I think it surpassed, yeah, it surpassed Boomerang by far. Ninja's not really doing too much. He's just there for emotional support. Also, his global slowdown's pretty good too. So let me get on strong, because we don't really need him throwing the sticky bomb on the bats. We need him to be throwing it on Lunarius himself. Now, I do kind of wonder if this would be possible without Ace, because I feel like when a lot of people are doing a thing like this, they're definitely be kind of relying on like Ace Paragon to be doing most of the damage. I just don't think like a thing like this would be possible without Ace, just because, you know, that amount of HP is just so ridiculously high. All right, it seems like we will be able to beat this, I feel like just barely though, because we only have like 8 rounds to go. like 18 million left, and it's just gonna be Ninja and whatchamacallit, and Ace attacking. All right, we're down to the last skull, and I think we got it. Like as I was saying before, I do kind of wonder, like, if if we see stronger and stronger Paragons, like I do believe like Paragons that could potentially be stronger than Ace, like be Super Monkey, Dartling, maybe Sniper. I feel like once those Paragons come out, maybe Druid as well. I do feel like, we would be seeing a lot more tougher bosses than even this. Who knows? Maybe like even 5 times or even 6 times health would be possible. You definitely, it would have to be like on a really easy map just because early game would be tough. But yeah, that was a pretty fun week. It wasn't really anything too difficult. It was pretty easy. And I feel like it's mainly just because of just Ace. Ace being like the best Paragon, like, just by far. Boat, just in my opinion, doesn't really come close just at all. But yeah, it's a pretty easy week. Nothing like too bad. With like moderate farming, you can afford like pretty much anything you need before Billionaires comes in. Like, I was able to afford Mad by tier 1, Paragon by tier 2. So, and not really a bad week. 3x health wasn't really as tough as I thought it was going to be. I was kind of worried with tier 5, 120 million HP is a lot even for the Ace. But I mean, Ace did a pretty good job with, 91 million pops. Ninja, I guess, did okay with 37, and then Boomerang with 47. But I mean, Boomerang has been around for a long time, but I'm kind of rambling at this point. So yeah, I do recommend you try this week out for yourself. Not really too difficult in my opinion. So yeah, that's that. Have a nice day.